You actually clicked on it? Dork. So, you want to hear about some No Man's Sky and some Frontiers and the new hotfix? Well, we're going to get into that. I'm so excited because this is, well, basically it backed up everything I was saying and thinking, and fixed everything I was having issues with. And we'll talk about that. First, I want to show off my settlement so far, and go from there. Well, this video was supposed to go out yesterday, but extra note, Expedition 3 started as well yesterday, and I kind of spent too much time playing that, and I didn't get to put the video out. So if you didn't know, now you do. Expedition 3 also launched. Alright, so first up, they pretty much addressed everything I was talking about in my previous videos, and most of the issues that have been reported, namely, so far the dead settlements, quote-unquote, was just an issue with timers, and it was making things conflict with each other, and you weren't getting decisions or anything to do. Let me tell you, now, it's spot on. Right, just like I said, like they said in their notes. 15 minutes to 2 hours on the dot, you're getting something. Whether it be a decision, or a visitor, or a building. And guess what? Like I said, or was questioning at least, when something is being built and the timer for the building is going, you can get decisions and other visitors and things like that going in your settlement as well. So for me, that's all been fixed. My settlement is popping off. I've got everything on the positive side now. The first note that I have is that when I logged in before the hotfix downloaded, that night, the previous night, my sentinels were at 94%, and then when I woke up that morning and logged in, I logged in the city, and I heard the sirens, and I ran immediately to the center, and nothing. Sirens stopped, no sentinels, nothing. It was just blank, and I was like, what the heck? I check out the center console, and lo and behold, my settlement went from S rank to a B rank, and the timer, or for the percentage for sentinels, went back to 0. I thought, oh, well, that's fucked up, and went on with my business. And throughout the day after the hotfix patched, I basically replaced all of my negatives, and I got my production up to, well, you'll see, but it's insane. My maintenance is less than 10 grand, and my production is almost 500k. And so I'm making bank. My debt should be cleared. It is not. The one thing I've noticed is that the debt ratio is still fucked up. They have not fixed the debt counter. Now, I will add this caveat. I initially did some time scrubbing stuff with the settlement when it was broken to try and see if, you know, what worked and what didn't. I was just testing things. And that messed up my debt initially, and I have yet to really get that fixed. It is going down, but like, let's say it should have been gone like 5 times by now, and it's not. And every time I choose something that adds to it, it seems like it adds more than it should. So there's definitely still a few bugs with the timers. Now, I said that I did some time scrubbing and that fucked mine up. However, I have seen plenty of people say that nothing has happened, or they have not done that at all, and they've had the same experience. So I think that's still a bug. Bug number 2 that I noticed is there. In the notes, they say they fixed how long it takes for certain buildings to be built, namely the launch pads, and the 4-hour timer still shows up as being a 4-hour countdown. But I found out that when it hits 2 hours, it finishes. I reloaded my save, a manual save. I made a manual save and reloaded it, and it finished. And then I noticed the next time that if you just wait, the counter is wrong, but the internal timer is correct, so it still finishes in 2 hours, even though it says 4. Other than that, I haven't had any more bugs, really, that I've noticed. Everything's been going... Oh, here's a bug. My pets. I don't know if you've noticed this, but are your pets bigger than they used to be? that little guy that I just threw down, he used to be like a Chihuahua. Now he's like a Rottweiler. So, I noticed that some of my other pets have grown maybe 15%. It seems to be a percentage because they all seem to have gotten bigger. So, I don't know if they shrank us or if they messed up something and it changed percentages. But I noticed that my pets are bigger than they were by a certain percentage. Only the ones that I manipulated genetically. All the ones that I picked up normally and haven't messed with are the same size. But the ones that I've like kind of messed with, their eggs, they are different than they were. Other than that, I can't complain anymore. I've heard some other people still having issues. People having issues with, there's things that you can't fix. If a bug happened that actually broke your save, can't fix it. I mean, there might be something that they can do, but for the most part, like if it won't let you load your game or somehow you lost your save, you can't fix that, and that sucks. But for the most part, it seems like they've addressed all the major issues. I have yet to really be able to find anything else that I could bug out, not at least immediately, and everything as of the Hotfix 3.63 seems to be working as far as I'm concerned. And it confirms, like I said, all the little notes I had about how the settlement stamps itself down and plots out the area it's going to build in, so you don't want to build there. I was right. Like, in my last video, I mentioned a street light that appeared at the edge of nowhere when one of my buildings went up. And that implied to me that the whole area in between there was going to be used for different plotting. And I was right. A couple of buildings have already gone in that section, and even further across, the village, there's some other areas. So the entire settlement area is huge. Like, the whole area it takes up is basically what it's going to be. And it will keep building itself and building itself until it can't build itself anymore, is my assumption. And then, who knows from there. I'm sure they're going to, as always, evolve the entire system. And what they implied in the trailer showed, like, bigger and more intense attacks from sentinels, as well as, like, mentioning defensive things, such as, like, almost like a tower defense, get some turrets or whatnot, I'm sure, or some kind of, like, attack drones of your own. Who knows? But I'm not sure that's in it yet, but it's coming. I'm telling you what, there are some things I've noticed in this that, like the marketplace. I've had 2 marketplaces built, and when I first built the marketplace, I assumed, hey, that'll have like a vendor in it, right? It's a marketplace, it's a mall, it's a shopping mall. You would think they would put like a vendor in there or some kind of like at least terminal. No, just a fancy building. And it's cool, but as always, I'm assuming that Hello Games has plans to elaborate on all of the little pieces they've added into this. So, like, eventually I think they will have NPC vendors in those places. It's just, let's get the basic stuff working first. And as you can see from the last couple days, it takes a minute. They got to work things out. They got to do hot fixes to get all the little issues worked out, and then they'll throw in some more. There's another, like, update / hot fix coming in as I speak, coming, like, in soon, is what they said. So, again, even after 3.63, they are still working on the next little hotfix patch addition. So be prepared for all of that. It will, if yours is broken still, it will get patched out. If it's broken in a way that can't be fixed, though, they can't do anything about that. Otherwise, I'm super happy with this. Like, the game's alive now. I can either set my guy down at I like to sit in the overseer's office now and just wait for something to pop up while I'm doing stuff around the house and things I need to do. It's working out great now. Everything's alive. I don't have to feel like I'm making myself go to the space station and do pirate hunts or anything. Now I can do whatever I want, and then I'm getting messages of just, things to do every so often, enough that it staggers with other things I'm doing, and it feels like I can't stop playing now. And I know everybody is not going to have the same sort of feelings or experiences, and lots of people are going to complain about this and that, but I'm not that guy. I complain about other people. If you've seen my you know, unpopular opinion videos, typically if I have a complaint, it's about a human behavior and not an actual game issue. When it comes to gaming, I'm pretty open to understanding the overall, like, scope of game design and why things are designed in ways to not, you know, like No Man's Sky is made for almost everybody. It's not made for one person or one type of person. It's made for almost everybody to be able to pick it up and enjoy something about it. And those people are not always the same kinds of people. So there are people who like certain aspects more than other aspects, and they think that the game, you know, they may think that the game is this way or that way. I tend to be one of those people who says if it's in the game, it's in the game. If you're not glitching it, if you're not breaking the rules, and it's in the game, that's how the developer, you know, the designer designed it. So when it comes to No Man's Sky, lots of different flavors. Everybody's got theirs, and mine's kind of like just the enjoyment of the entire thing for what it is. But this update was like, again, it's a small thing. It's literally what Sean Murray said. Little update to them, just another little update. But it should have been there from the beginning, and it kind of brings a life to the game that wasn't there and is there now. And they're going to elaborate on that. I swear you'll see the NPCs in your town will eventually have, you know, more random things to say and do. I'm sure they'll actually have their own, like, requests and stuff. Like, their thoughts are just like the beginning of what it's going to be like. Like, let's say a guy's, you know, oh, he's worrying. You go talk to him, and he's like, oh, man, I blah, blah, blah. And then it gives you an opportunity to do something in exchange for something. That's how, you know, I see this getting really, really in-depth. On the flip side, if you are concerned about building in your town, I suggest doing what I did, or what, I mean, many people have done. I'm not the inventor of this, but it's what I've been doing, which is build your base computer about 300 units away so that you can still put stuff in the town as far as decorations, little items here and there, little things to give it flair, but you're like, you don't want to build giant stuff there. However, if you do it close enough, you could build right next to the town in a way that you can incorporate it and it looks like it's connected. I'm actually going to go ahead and do like a short video tour of what I've got going on in my settlement and my little nerdy backstory and stuff that I made up for my town, because I'm just like that. Whether I was making videos or not, I'm a fucking nerd, and I'd be sitting here pretending to be the leader of this town that I made up a story for and everything. So that's who I am. It's what I do. And I'm gonna make a silly little tour video and show you guys what I got going on, kind of explain the things I did along the way. And that's it. My notes in a quick flash are they pretty much fixed everything. Towns are working now. If yours isn't, it's probably something else going on. You might want to try a refresh or a new save and see if it still does that. I don't know. Otherwise, everything works great so far as I've experienced. And it's hella fun again. So, there you go. If you're experiencing any of your own weird bugs, or you've noticed anything that I didn't mention that's still happening or happening to you, hit me up in the comments, let us know. That way I can address that, or I can look at it myself. I'm a fan of debugging things, so that way we can get the information out there and I can see if other people are having similar issues or not. But so far, in my experience, everything's pretty much cleaned up. And that's that. So, if you're getting a settlement and you have a C-class settlement, they almost all start C-class, don't worry. You're going to be able to get rid of all the negatives. You're going to be able to get rid of, like, you're going to be able to make that city pop. And now that they've fixed how fast it works, you could do that within a day. Within a day. A couple hours, you'll be good. That's my piece. So, thanks for watching. If you stick around for the tour and the look at my village, it's pretty cool. This is the coolest planet I've found personally for myself. It's a paradise planet. It's like bioluminescent. It's like fucking this red, magenta, bright, bleached out Like during the day it's like this bleached out, but at night it just, oh, the colors at night. You'll see them in the thumbnails, you'll see them in some of the footage. The colors of this place at night just, I love it. They did some amazing things with this game, and they just keep doing them. So I hope you enjoy this game as much as I do. I hope that you can find a piece of this game to love as much as I love the entire thing as a whole. And with that, check out my city, check out my stuff, and thanks for watching. If you want to skip to the end or whatever, or you just are done, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Welcome to Magenta Prime. Guided by whispering voices, the original settlers discovered this ancient observatory, as well as a fungi that only grows here, thought to be the source of the mysterious bioluminescence that sweeps the fields at night. Welcome to Mr. Magenta's mystical metropolis. This small outpost has grown into the bustling seaside settlement you see before you. From industry and trade to shopping and nightlife, our state-of-the-art starport boasts everything you need to help you navigate the stars. From sprawling views you can only find here, to mysteries buried beneath your feet, this beautiful magical place wouldn't be anything without our overseer. Easily recognizable by his impeccable design, the overseer's office is one of the town's most popular attractions. Let's pop in and have a look, see what he's up to today. As you can see, impeccably designed. A minimalist approach, but plenty to look at. Just the way we like it. Here, in Mr. Magenta's mystical metropolis. Come see us. Bye. Yes, come see us. Next time, Gadget. Next time.